cast a spell, and I'll put the draft on the stream.
Please, Wizard.
Okay.
I blame production.
And Guardian Draftosa. Yeah!
All right.
Yeah!
Good job, Wizard.
Wow. Thank you.
I will not behead you.
That's like the only role playing that I'm gonna do for that's this week's role playing.
That was it.
Yeah, that's it, dude.
All right, commentators. This one's mostly on you. We'll be here from the peanut gallery,
All right.
just enjoying
we
our
have
time.
Shrek being banned out and Phoenix. Wizard, give me an inside info. Who's the hero that you didn't like to play the most against?
That I didn't like to play the most against. If I'm Vendetta, or if I'm gonna go ahead and need my bard to fill me in on this one. Even if I'm in
Vendetta, which you.
If I'm playing for Vendetta, and what don't I want to play against? That's probably Wisp. I would say probably Wisp is the big boy. You know, it's changes how the game is played completely. Always feels like it's banned in this meta, so you don't have much practice against it if you're scrimming in North America, because people just don't want to play it. They don't want to play against it. It's always banned.
Cole hero too, so
yeah, complexity.
Cole do ban it out, even though they have the Vendetta have the they have the first pick for Cole, so that's interesting. So they didn't want to do it with the 1/4. They'd rather just make sure Vendetta don't get in a 2/3.
Yeah, they did not have first pick. So.
Oh, I didn't notice. Complexity got a new stand-in.
Yes, it's Jo. He's back.
Oh, it's Jo.
He's
okay,
back.
007 is Jo. Okay.
Jo woke up and he's ready to play. Yep. Gorgs got Gorg C got booted
back
after
to streaming
that
son.
Drow Ranger performance, and they're gonna repeat with the Drow this time for a Jo. Winter Wyvern is gonna be an answer. I'm a little bit ahead of my time, and the Terrorblade as well. So Vendetta was actually watching what the BSJ team was doing.
It's a classic Vendetta opener right there. Just Winter or Lich plus Terrorblade.
Do you like the instant picks? Like we know they're going to drow. Do you think that adds some confidence? Like, guys, they're going to drow. Look, they're going to drow 100%, and then you instant go Wyvern Terrorblade.
Oh,
you think that has an effect?
You're completely. That's literally what Sammy Boy. He's like, they're going to drow right now. Oh, I knew they were drow. They're so stupid. That's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. He doesn't sound like. He kind of sounds like.
They are getting into their heads with that kind of a mentality, with the fast picks as well.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Like, well, Sammy is also just a very confident person. Like, they're really confident in their drafts. Even he's got that, like, young, kind of insane, like, I'm going to beat everybody, I'm the best sort of mentality, which is really good to a lot of degrees, and then also, like, very crippling in other ones.
He doesn't need to get drunk
to
get girls, right?
No, he does not need to get drunk to get girls.
Oh, okay.
Just stoned.
Can I just say that this bard is just slaying it on the loot. Yeah. I mean, this track is fire.
Keep it going.
He's
Bard,
not gonna,
keep it going.
He's not going to get stoned this game. Earth Spirit is out.
Visage is pretty good against the Wyvern because you can drop the birds if they're ultied by pressing the spell on the hero. But if you catch the Visage with the birds in the Wyvern, you just instantly die. So if you're the Visage, because the birds tear through the Visage armor too, and also have the Drow aura. So that's one unfortunate side effect of picking a Visage into a Winter Wyvern.
I'm a noob, so inform me. Does this thing need to be fixed?
I think so. I think it's a bug. Because
I don't know. It's a command that's coming from someone who's not cursed. Right?
Yeah, but I think it's kind of it's like it was added for just to make the hero easier to play for noobs. That was like when they changed Brood so that the Spiderlings didn't die, or the Spiderlings, like, they gave nothing. They basically made the game a lot easier to play. So it was like a quality of life change that actually ended up making Visage very good against Winter Wyvern.
Yeah.
Do these type of changes anger the pros? Like the Wisp change also, let's say, as of recent, making the balls easier to use.
Yeah, I think so.
I think overall, like, the hierarchy of skilled players are just like,
I think people
why again?
I think people have this mentality that, like, Dota is what it is because it's so hard to play, and that if there's going to be any, like, casual additions to the game, that it's not good because it's changing Dota from its, like, core aspects, you know.
My skill gap.
Yeah, do you think there's a reason why compLexity banned the 2 ES heroes?
Oh, that's a good question.
Alex is very good at Earth Spirit, but he is
Flea? Or
Robovice.
Robovice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm so used to calling him Alex. He's very good at the Earth Spirit, but the Earth Shaker not. So he's like.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that they will follow up with an Ember Spirit ban to complete the trifecta of all the ES bans?
Oh,
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
well,
that's
maybe
a good
they're going to
strategy.
take it themselves. It's really good against the Terrorblade, but that's not my job to talk about it. And it's good against the Treant to burn through the shield, but again, that's not my job to talk about it.
No, because you're a play-by-play.
Yeah.
You have to, dumb it down a little bit.
Just say what is on the screen and nothing more or less.
Just try counting the numbers.
Just 3 heroes have now been picked.
Definitely.
That's it.
And what do you think is going to be your next pick for Vendetta? They have a Treant Protector. What is their mid-game plan?
Well,
That's you, Trent.
that's me.
That's you,
I'm
dude.
a co-caster.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this job's hard. I don't think I can handle
I
this
never.
one.
That's my worst job.
Do you think
I don't-
they're
I-
looking into something easy to execute lineup, or they want to go with
I think you're looking for
a
more
lot of
D push.
sustain? Yeah.
Like you got a drow lineup coming. There's a Visage, pretty clear cut stuff from Cole. Like I need someone who can fight early on. Maybe when my Terrorblade's still jungling up a little bit.
So is this Treant Protector going to be a problem against the Drow Ranger, Visage, and all these heroes that tend to put a lot of pressure onto the towers?
I love me some Enigma.
I would
And
say
we
yes.
have a really hype hero, Enigma, against Lich. You know what I want to see? I want to see Lich and Enigma being played as a lane. Why do you think?
You're
the double
if you're
deny?
the king, you could order that to be the case.
To
I
order
believe
what?
they call that the drafter
Lich,
when you're playing.
Yeah, the king of the castle, man. It's the drafter.
Oh.
Oh snap!
So Rubik picked one of the better heroes against Enigma, I suppose. Since I
Double
don't
black
know,
holes.
so double black big holes.
This pleases the king. I love black holes. I
Yes.
want more. Yes.
So Trent, if you're a
Yes.
if you're a Terrorblade,
Yes.
what would you say the hardest 3 hero combo is to play against? If you're playing Terrorblade versus a tri-lane. Should I give you
Oh, like the third.
Yeah,
well,
no, like if you're solo Terrorblade versus tri-lane. I want to hear what your analysis is on the 3 hardest heroes in Dota combined together to play against each other, against a Terrorblade when he's solo.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like Skywrath Mage might be there in a total vacuum
Yeah,
of a sidling. I feel like there's like some Skywrath Mage who's there.
Okay.
He's chucking out some nukes. He's very annoying. I'd want to dive the tower a little bit. Maybe like someone who can soak up all the tower damage. So
like an ogre.
Yeah, like an ogre and
Okay,
undying, or like a Night Stalker or something like that.
Mhm.
One of those heroes. And then I just want some ranged bully with maybe like a magic nuke. That'd be kind of fun. Something along those lines.
Which
one? I have to
yeah,
pick
which
one.
one? Dude,
Marana. There,
wizard,
Marana.
man. Come
Why
on.
am I being ordered by a wizard?
I'm casting
I
a
don't
spell.
understand.
Wizard casting the truth spell.
Calm down, kids. So,
Truth spell.
do you think complexity will go for something that burns through the Treant Protector armor and cancels the black hole, since they don't have anything besides Rubik and Lich ulti doesn't stun anymore?
Yes.
So what would the
that analysis.
ideal hero for complexity be as their last pick?
Clearly Beastmaster. It's a melee hero, has a roar,
What
undervalued.
What about Venge? I'm thinking
Core Venge.
Venge.
You want to rock that offlane
Core
Core
Venge.
Venge?
Such
Yeah.
a European thing for sure.
I mean, you can run Lich
Bring back
Venge lane.
Beastmaster. Come on. Why are you hating? I mean, you're just playing Beastmaster in a Winter Wyvern. That's not bad, is it?
It's not.
It's kind of bad. It's pretty bad. Don't do that.
Not sure
That's
about
not
against
fun.
Terrorblade,
Beastmaster
I mean.
along with the Drow Venge, or the Drow Visage.
I think they don't need to worry all that much about the whole because they have Rubik, so I think
A Z-Freak Rubik, nonetheless.
I think that's enough. I think you probably want to just pick to.
I got to make a decree that if Z-Freak steals a black hole and uses it successfully, I really want the casters to just really go have some fun with it. Just give me lots of enthusiasm because I
Okay.
think it's warranted, right, Wizard?
I think so.
So
liege.
if Z-Freak is to perform a great stolen black hole, I really need to have the enthusiasm there to match it because it's likely
Dude,
to
give
happen.
me some of that. Dude, fucking on. Look at this.
That was the
banned
monster.
Amber
Three
Spirit.
Spirits. I mean, not
The
spirits,
ESs, all
ESs.
three
They
banned.
did right.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So Brewmaster is picked. He deals well with the illusions, controls, and they have something to cancel the black hole. Also, they have Earth Spirit Panda plus a Cyclone. So how do they control this Brewmaster? They have nothing.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Player. Can you stop reading all of my notes here that I finally crafted? Like, my God, I can't believe you're just stealing all of my notes and acting like you know something.
Oh, that was actually Dakota's PC. So
Oh, yeah,
That's
sorry.
his
Dakota's notes. Yeah. The king. I mean, the
Lay
king
off
is the
my
smartest
notes. Yes, of course.
of all of the men in the kingdom.
Back to the casters. Don't look at me. I don't care.
So
Nah.
how are they gonna control this Brewmaster in the team fights? This is the
the
draw
team
lineup that
fights.
I talked when I was an analyst. They need initiating hero, something to be in the front line. Brewmaster is
Right.
that.
Last time this was a Weaver, and it didn't look quite as
Yeah.
good. Now we got a Brewmaster. Feeling a little bit better about it this time for old Cole. I think the Enigma lane already is kind of a little bit weird. Like, with a Train Protector, it's like someone who can actually bully a lot with the Enigma too, so they could play this possibly in the safe lane or the off lane, but I guess you have a Terrorblade, so it's probably going to be safe lane TB, and then they'll go off lane with the Enigma and the Train Protector. So who can
What
handle
about
this?
Lina?
Like, Lina just goes mid versus the Visage?
Yeah, Lina should destroy Visage
Hey, they
until
could,
he gets level 6.
Timber Saw.
Oh, we have a
Oh.
Broodmother.
Of course.
So-
Damn, the Drow first phase, and Brute somehow makes it to the very end.
Was that you or the chat wheel in
No,
the
that
game?
was me.
Good job, Wizard.
well
Thank
done,
you.
Wizard.
Thank
Good
you,
job,
sir.
Wizard. That appeases me.
So who's the best hero that they can lane Broodmother against? Like, what
Ugh.
complexity needs to do?
Oh, jeez, this is bad.
Double Stout Shield Brew.
Yeah, that kind of looks like the best answer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What about triple Stout Shield?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What
Sounds
about
it.
quadruple
Don't
Stout
do it.
Shield?
Don't even go there. What are you doing?
Okay, well,
Madman?
okay, I know that's a little crazy, but what about quintuple Stout Shield?
I don't know if that's enough.
That's not enough. Yeah, you
No.
might be right. Yeah, you can just swap the TP in and out, get 6. That should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call that good.
Well, this Broodmother is definitely going to be a problem, and it's going to affect how the game is going to be played, what the lanes are going to be. So tell me the best laning setup for complexity. Since they have Enigma, which is pretty much a self-sustainable hero because he denies, and they have a... Maybe if they put a Lich against Enigma and just deny the range creep, and they have the creep equilibrium.
And they just try and like
Yeah,
balance it out that way,
yeah.
and then put the Drow in lane with the Enigma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to go, because you have to send the Brewmaster mid, and then you try and hope that you can do something with this Visage. I mean, they've given the Visage to Snake King as well, so that is where we're going.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And-
Series 2 to begin.
Oh, there you are.
Complexity
Against
versus Vendetta.
Team Vendetta.
And I have already made one decree that if I see a stolen black hole performed, I want some enthusiasm, casters. I want a standing, clapping ovation
All
right
right.
there from the table, okay?
Decreed.
Decreed.
That
decreed.
is noted. The game is not paused, which is pretty surprising. I think everyone hates when you have pretty much 15 minutes to pick the heroes and the game gets paused right after. We have a
I
David.
thought that shouldn't be a thing anymore.
Well,
Is that what I heard?
Yeah,
That should not be a thing anymore.
definitely.
Peter-
I'm
Peter
really
on-
against it.
Peter on
We have a
pause.
David, so don't blame me if we don't see a first blood or a couple of kills after.
Yep, shouts again. We got David on the camera here to help hook us up with some camera action, but they are still also monitoring your monitor as well, so don't be totally neglectful.
How dare they?
So
I mean, I can't
this is a
solve
really
that.
nice looking Terrorblade, a pink one. What's your favorite color, King?
Now that's a play-by-play question right there.
My
You're getting into the role.
favorite
I
Yeah.
just
color.
lowered my IQ.
Yeah.
I think blue. I think I shift towards blues naturally. Blue and black.
Wizard Blue. Hell yeah.
Wizard blue. Wizard blue.
So the lane matchup is going to be that Brewmaster with the double Stout Shield, as we suggested. Couple of shared tangos. That's the best answer they could go for. It still means that Broodmother is going to get a lot of farm, and she farms way faster than the Brew because she
Yeah.
can farm the jungle and the lane.
She's also playing into a Visage and a Drow lineup. So like the fact that if she can play over on that dark side of the map and deny out those Ancients, that really hurts for a Visage kind of lineup. Like you want to be farming as fast as possible and get things going.
I totally agree. 3 Protector with different kind of a build. When 3 Protector goes for Stout Shield and Tango plus healing salves, most of the time you just see him not going for Nature's Guys.
Yeah.
So what's the reason behind it?
I think, yeah, I'm not sure because they've also gone into his trees pretty hard too here, you can see. As he started with the Quelling Blade on Jo,
Yeah, that's
as we've
the
seen a
strat.
lot of people go into this versus the Tree Protector lately.
Damn. 3 punches and Jo's half of his life is gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was because he was maybe scouting bounty runes, but I agree, it is a little bit unusual. He did get the bounty runes, so maybe, just getting to level 2 shouldn't be too difficult because he's an Enigma in his lane, and maybe he's not too worried about it. I feel like that's one of the reasons why I go for the Leech Seed right away is if you're kind of scared about how long till you get those 2nd and 3rd levels.
Yeah, well, I actually guess that they're going to be Enigma against Lich, just to balance things out, which means that Visage is going to be on the bottom lane. Started with the Sage Mask, now he has a full ring of Basilius, can turn that on and off just to trigger the armor.
A little bit harassed on the Sammy Boy too.
Oh, look at the mid lane. 5-1 on Limp. Actually 6-1 against Broodmother, who only has 2 CS right now. 46 against 58, so pretty much a good advantage on Brewmaster.
Brood kind of sucks at level 1.
Yeah, those early levels on Brood, it's not that scary. It's also a Radiant side Broodmother, which I tend to like the Dire side Broodmother a little bit better. I feel like it's easier to control the ancient camps and farm some of those neutrals when you're playing from the Dire side. Everything's a little bit more clumped.
And back to Wizard.
Yeah. Yes.
Wizard!
I'm sorry.
Say something smart.
I
Wizard, say something smart!
I disagree. I think it's easier to play Radiant side Brood because you have the hill on the right of behind the Limp's middle tower. I think
You're like safer there?
I think you're safer there, yeah, because if they come up and get you, you just run down the hill. They have to run all the way around. Whereas, like, if you're in the Radiant jungle, there's just the low ground. So they can chase you over the trees and stuff, and there's no high ground there to play on.
Oh, interesting.
That's a really good point, Wizard.
Yeah, I'm pretty smart because I'm a wizard, like high intelligence.
You will live today, Wizard.
Oh, yeah,
And also Limp decided to go for Ring of Basilius, which means that his tower is not going to get pushed. Winter Wyvern using that Arctic Burn just to deal some damage. They can't really score a kill unless Metamorphosis is up. Well, we're almost 3 minutes in game, no first blood yet. Both teams playing passive on the top with sacrifice, actually double sacrifice. So which means that lanes are gonna be pretty much in the same position. And Treant Protector can move from this lane if he wants to. Try to make him move on bottom.
I don't think there's a whole lot he can do,
It's
though.
weird to pick a tree and an Enigma.
Yeah.
Because it's like a hero that wants to sit in one lane and then another hero that just doesn't do anything with somebody who sits in his lane.
Yeah, it wants nobody there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can understand, though, like, they have a lot of wombo combo together. Like, in the mid-game, it kind of makes sense. Like, you're doubling up with the root and into the black hole and stuff like that.
For sure.
They also have a lot of split push, too. Just, like, in terms of, like, shoving out lanes stuff. If you wanted to go for the Meteor Hammer, you have a Wyvern, you have a Broodmother and a Terrorblade. It will be very difficult for this Cole to, like, line up the lanes correctly.
Visage dropping low on the bottom. Same goes for Winter Wyvern. Metamorphosis is used. Do they have a follow-up? They're just going to run away. No slow. Winter Wyvern can't get close to use the Splinter Blast.
That's some good play-by-play you got there, my
Thank-
man.
That was beautiful.
Thank you, King.
It's got some emotions going as well. There's peaks, there's highs, there's lows. Not a robot.
And bottom lane again. Grave Chill used. No points in Soul Assumption yet, which I think maybe he should get 1 point at the laning stage as a Visage, but what do I know? I'm just a play-by-play.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
You really are. I don't know. It's like no one really wants those early points in the Soul Assumption, it feels like, anymore, but it's also a really low HP hero. So it's like kind of tempting, right, to go for it, I feel like, for the nukes. But they just can't play aggressive because lane mate's a Rubik.
Yeah, and the mana cost on Soul Assumption 170 level 1 is just way too much to use it, and if you don't have any mangoes, you're not going to be able to use it twice, so it's kind of useless to go for it. Broodmother already starting to farm those side camps and skipping, which means Panda is going to get a lot of farm as well. Eternal Envy, there's a root coming out, level 2 Leech Seed. Where's the stun? Never mind, they do not want to go for it. No points in Gust yet on a Drow Ranger, just to back them off, especially the Treant Protector, but he does not have Orb of Venom yet.
It's just such passive lanes, actually.
Yeah, the game is
Lich
really
Enigma.
passive.
This is such a chill game. It's very chill.
It's very relaxed. It fits
Very
our
chill.
our play-by-play caster.
Yeah.
Very relaxed man.
Just
here,
wait till
you
level
know?
6s, black holes and tree
Yes.
roots and such. You're,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to have your money cut out for you.
I think it's very hard for complexity, speaking of like kind of passive. How do they actually play aggressive, right? Because they've taken their Brewmaster. He's supposed to be that big playmaking kind of hero, I guess, in this lineup, where he wants to rotate and cast ulti and then try and secure towers and stuff. But you're going to lose so much against Broodmother if that hero's just like left alone mid in those situations.
So do you think he should adjust his item build, maybe go for a Midas?
Like a Radiance kind of deal?
Yeah, Radiance is cool against the Terrorblade illusions, but it's also bad because of the reflection.
Yeah.
Although you do like blink in and split, so it's kind of hard to reflect the brew. And if you do, he just like splits.
Yeah.
I think definitely changing up the skill build is going to be good. Or sorry, the item build, because it's like you said, like it forces him into this really weird position where he wants to sit in this mid lane, but he's a brew, so
He's basically playing Tidehunter right now.
yeah, basically.
Like, that's pretty much his job.
Yeah, awkward.
Treant Protector, a lot of slow on top. Do they have a reveal? 2 Observer and a Sentry on Lich. Enigma, level 4. I think that this Treant Protector is just stealing a lot of experience We can see the rotation from a Brewmaster. 4 points in Clap plus an Arcane Rune. It's really good time for a backstab.
Oh,
Sammy Bro really in trouble. One slow coming out. Where's that Leech Seed? Gust coming out.
Oh,
Clap
Panda.
plus a crit. That's a first blood for a Limp.
I just had someone beheaded in the backyard there. Sorry about that.
And on the bottom lane, they plant.
It's still going.
That was the Oracle who predicted first blood was going to be for Vendetta. He is no longer required.
He's done here.
Rubik.
That was actually surprisingly close.
Oh, he tried to snipe a courier, but couldn't get it. Not enough attack.
All right.
That attack speed or the damage. Broodmother has Medallion finish. Just needs to use the chicken. Working towards that Diffusal Blade, which is pretty much a common build.
If your Treant went 2-2 build and you're 0-0-0 at 7
like
minutes,
that.
something went wrong.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, if you couldn't actually play aggressive with this build, you might as well just have Leech Seed right now.
I'm so sure it's like the Enigma. Like
Living Armor, yeah.
You're just I just don't see what these two heroes do together. You're against a lane that wants to survive anyway. It's Lich Drow.
Yeah, this is like a super happy lane for a Lich Drow.
Yeah, they're
just hanging out in last hit.
They're just chilling.
Although there are 18 denies for Enigma, let's be. I mean, that's quite a bit. Just because like the Eidolon damage, it's very easy for securing denies, and obviously his denies do help with the Eidolon itself.
I think he'll do that regardless, though.
Yeah.
This is one of the most passive games I've seen in a while, probably because of the Enigma and Lich.
The stakes are
plus
so
a
high.
Mother.
They are.
It's the first day of King's Cup.
You know,
yeah, definitely.
Must appease the king on the
Gotta
first
set
day.
the tone. You don't want to be that other guy.
They don't want to be the Oracle.
Snaking.
Dude.
In problem, using that Grave Chill.
Nuke him.
Trying to get away. The nuke is not going to connect
Dude,
on
he
the
needs the
Visage. He
value.
just needs that level 6. One creep away. There it is. Now he becomes a real hero.
The birds.
Me and
Surprise, motherfucker.
my birds.
Sunrise. Some rice. Some fries.
You want some rice?
Now I'm good. They need Drow Ranger to hit level 6. Then their heroes are going to be way stronger. Enigma. TPing to the tier 1 tower.
Limp ran all the way up top too, though, so all this damage to that tower. And then Gunnar just runs away. So yeah, this is what Wizard was talking about here, where the Broodmother, you can definitely pressure a little bit easier. You can't farm the Ancients quite easily from the Radiant side, but obviously the fact that you use this constant pressure is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is
so hard to kill.
This is the rotation I expected from Treant Protector. He TP'd bottom because he can't do anything on top. He's just stealing away experience from Enigma, who's level 5.5, 9 minutes in. They need to get a kill right now. Also, I think, I don't know. Do you think not skilling Living Armor is a mistake, especially with the game going like this? Oh, Visage transformation with the Terrorblade. They're gonna get one more.
Thanks, Jack.
They're gonna get one more kill on the bird, so extra 100 gold. So 1-1, almost 10 minutes in. I like what King is doing. The game is pretty chill, so he's really hungry, getting that sandwich for himself.
Yeah.
There's a lot of steak, so I was eating some steak.
A lot at stake, so
Is
I
that
got
what
my
happened?
steak sandwich right
He
here
said
for
that,
you.
and it just reminded him. He's like, oh, yes, I have a steak sandwich back there.
I have a perfect opportunity to eat my sandwich right now.
As long as I get to hear you slurp, I'll be quite pleased.
Yeah, Visage is level 6 with Helm of the Dominator, has a Centaur Conqueror. Her runes are coming out in a couple of seconds. Dakota, stop talking, and Rubik is going to pick up one bounty rune, so 2 for 2. Panda with the smack gets the last hit. Panda is such a high level 10. Meanwhile, Broodmother continues to free farm. Has a Diffusal Blade ready, needs to use that chicken 10 minutes in. That's a really good timing.
Wow!
Wow. Giving a player the access to the chat wheel was one of the worst decisions.
This is too much.
Were you a chat wheel abuser?
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Yeah, you
it's too bad you don't have Crybaby in here.
I could change that tomorrow.
I'd be spamming that. All right, dude.
All rotation on the bottom, but they are prepared. Rubik, Invis, level 5 still. I don't think that's the kill they can get so easily.
Yeah, he's not even close to 6, really.
Yeah, also Treant Protector again with 3 points in Leech Seed. Like, you just need to have that 1 point in Living Armor, in my opinion. So if they decide to go on, a hero on a different side of the map. It's just the mental damage that you're dealing. Like, we can't kill anyone.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get the play happening down bottom. Like, they're sending the tome down to Z-Freak now. Envy buying it for his fellow support. What a nice guy. So Z-Freak will be 6 now. And trying to abuse while the meta was down. You see Snaking getting real deep here.
Yeah, they are Winter Wyvern Curse coming out on 3 and Protector. No damage whatsoever. He's going to be not fine. Snaking. Oh, the stolen Winter's Curse on 3 and Protector. And Silence coming out on Winter Wyvern. That's pretty much a guaranteed kill. Can he hide? 4 seconds left. They planted a Sentry Ward. Ulti is casted, but not enough.
Dick.
That's not what I thought that was going to do.
You're making this way harder for me. Brewmaster picked up a Blink Dagger, so we can expect a rotation.
Now, I'm a little confused here. What is this Drow doing outside of the jungle? Because he just came down here, rotated in underneath the tower, fought, got some kills, and then took the tower.
Don't ask me.
What is this hero? This isn't how it was looking last game at all for Cole. This looks so much better.
Yeah, you need to play around the Drow. So, Smoke used by Rubik and Panda. Panda has that Blink Dagger now. Nickman's going for a mech. Interesting kind of a build, don't you think?
For the mechanism, it's not even really a silent. I guess the Gust, if you want to consider Greaves and stuff. But
Clap is used. One more smack with the crit. He doesn't even have a point in a black hole, so that's pretty much a guaranteed kill. Guess who's gonna get the last hit? It's gonna be a Limp, who's on killing spree 3-0. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, Broodmother trying to go for a Visage. And that's gonna backfire. Stolen, Arcane, Winter's Curse, sorry.
oh,
Wow.
Wow, that's a huge kill.
yeah, that's really bad.
That's a lot of Spiderlings.
Let me tell you, not going for Black Hole at level 6, that is a low Karn play for sure. Good God. Black Hole's not even good, dude.
I ain't gonna use it for a while.
You're not even gonna use it. It's like, oh, I wish I had Black Hole right now. Oh my God, NA Dota.
I don't think that
we'll see. They might get it.
Change anything, but still there was no follow-up plan. Eternal Envy again on the top, 4 points in Sacrifice. Do you think he's gonna max out Ice Armor or just go for a Frost Blast? I just answered my question. I don't even need you, Trent.
Thank you. It's very
I
good.
can do this solo. I'm a Grant right now.
Yeah, I like this. You're in there. We'll get you on the OBS next, and you'll be all good to go.
The OBS is on point.
That wasn't the right one.
So
That whole thing was a joke, is what we're trying to say.
Look at this 4-man rotation just to get a ledge. He even used the ulti just to deal some damage. They will pressure the tower. Winter Curse is used in the backlines on the Rubik. He still has 11 seconds on his cooldown. Panda is in. Does he want to split? They have a Center Ward, which is going to be a guaranteed kill. Winter Wyvern is running away. Let's hype this up.
Oh my goodness! Whoa.
The hype's coming now.
He
Where
does
did
not
that
have
come
a
from?
PP nor the boots.
Oh, the curse is about to run out. Use it, Z-Freak. Oh, he won't get a chance to.
His stolen Splinter Blast, which means that he's going to push out the waves with just 2 spells.
That's the see you guys later. I'm gonna farm my blink now.
Yeah.
When you steal that spell, you just you find Brood, and you just follow Broodmother.
Yep.
You know what? I had a realization. The reason he didn't skill Black Hole is because you guys would have to do a standing ovation if he used it.
He's so smart.
He's just protecting the casters.
Yeah.
True.
He's got our back.
Now he has it.
All right, I want to see Z-Freak steal it.
Well, you
I'd
better
use
send him
it,
a
but-
message and tell him you've decreed it. He's gonna rotate down to
He'll
the
do it.
Enigma's
It's
lane.
Z-Freak.
That's
He
true.
will do it.
He'll just do it.
He'll do anything that's possible to do. CZ Freak.
Yeah, they really can't push against Splinter Blast and Fade Bolt. They need to go back.
Oh.
Terrorblade has a Sunder ready.
Wow. It's actually dead.
Oh, I missed that one.
It's all right. Our awesome obs. David got it.
Man, Limp is just this, like, why did he even skill ult, honestly? Like, this Brewmaster doesn't need ult at all. Like, he has not even used it in terms of, like,
It's so awkward against a bird, dude. It's like, when is he gonna... Does it kill the spiders? I guess it doesn't really matter.
yeah, they're summons.
Using ult to kill spiders seems kind of useless.
Yeah, you can kind of just clap them anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Treant Protector. That means they have vision on him. Panda is in. He still didn't use ulti once this game, even though it's 16 minutes in. Maybe it's time right now. Just kidding.
I mean, he's
gonna smack him to death.
7-0-0.
It's
He doesn't even need it.
actually like
wasted skill points.
The threat of it though being around is actually enough.
That's true.
That's what they say about Enigma too.
Yeah.
Just like the threat of the black hole is
Because-
just as strong, if not stronger, than the black hole itself.
Hey,
because
the
if you-
pen is mightier than the sword, my good man.
Exactly.
Yes.
That is something a bard would say. Writing
I'm
sad
not
songs.
much of a brood player anymore. I was before, but do you think skipping power threads on a brood, just getting a BKB after
Yeah.
is worth it?
I think that's kind of the game plan these days. The bootsless brood. I think when your lane was that easy, that it wasn't that necessary.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the birds are scouting out Enigma. He already used the mech to gain some armor. Also Winter Wyvern. He's gonna have a lot of those Splinter Blast damage through all these creeps. Always gonna connect. Meanwhile on the bottom, oh never mind. Just kidding, he's just scouting. Broodmother still didn't take the tier 2 tower on him and
Man.
just continues to farm.
If they can't get this kill, though, that's really bad. Like, you're stalking him completely. He's so deep in your territory. And is Limp really just going to get away with this?
So who's gonna lock down Limp? He has ulti and the TP. They really can't kill him.
Yeah, it really feels like
That's
he,
a bad sign. I mean, they
mean-
have the silence still coming out there from the Drow Ranger who's nearby. Or that's on his own team, so that's probably not going to work. But there is Winter's Curse and Black Hole, so we could try some of those.
Stack the two ultis on
Oh,
top of each
lane,
other.
that's
Damage.
gonna be a
My
solo kill from Visage.
God, those
Medallion.
birds are chirping his ass down.
And they're chasing Winter Wyvern as well. That's gonna be a double kill for Snaking.
Back in Brooklyn, we got a set.
It's doing two at once every time.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Check it out.
I'm not doing that.
Back in Brooklyn, we got a saying.
Oh,
yeah.
Z-Freak. He knows something is up. Does not have a reveal Twin Protector. You guys need to shut the fuck up right now.
bad. I'm the king. Don't talk to me like that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
whoa,
you BS
whoa,
Oh,
for
you're,
sure.
you're getting beheaded
You're
after
getting
this,
beheaded after
Lacoste.
the show.
Oh,
for
and
sure.
no, run! Oh, it's okay. He's got the Ice Hammer. Sandboy can't even move. Brutal.
That's a little more appropriate.
Yeah, that worked that time.
That's the sound of a support player teeping in to just become a health potion for a Terrorblade.
Brewmaster continues to chase using ulti. Z-Freak with a Blink Dagger. Curse coming out on Panda just to keep him in place. They don't have... Oh, in the last second, Cyclone comes out, which is going to be the death of a Sammy boy. So what do you think it's planned for Vendetta right now? We still didn't see a single black hole. No points. Okay, Treant Protector just got 1 point in the living armor.
We need something to happen with his Broodmother. I feel like Broodmother needs to fight some heroes. Got to make use of your high net worth hero. You know, you gained quite a bit in that mid lane on that hero, but you didn't deny anything on your opponent. Like, Limp was not punished whatsoever. So Limp is taking his net worth and turning it into stuff for his team, and Gunner is just not. He's got net worth, but they don't even have that tier 2 mid down. And when he tried to go for it, like that big turnaround with the Stolen Winter's Curse was so good.
Yeah, so Brewmaster picked up the Aegis, getting closer to Radiance, which is going to burn through that nasty level 1 living armor. And it's going to cause some problems for Terrorblade as well. Terrorblade's really not that farmed. 19 minutes in, they really need to use that to Broodmother you were talking about.
They're not getting a lot of value out of their Treant right now either. Like, no deep wards really onto that dire side of the map, so they're not spawning any of these rotations. And the earlier you can spot rotations from a Drow lineup, like they tend to ball up a lot too. So if you kind of see this movement happening, you kind of know that the majority of the heroes are going to be there. But missing out on all of that. Now they're scanning. Actually, looks like they're worried a little bit about some rotations from the Radiant side into their side.
Two
Trying
huge
to catch
items
Brood.
coming out on complexity. That's a Radiance plus Aghanim Scepter on Visage.
Yikes.
So what's the answer here? What's the play? Do they just wait for Aegis to run out? Do they smoke? Try to stab them from behind?
I think you have to wait for the counter initiation play. Like, you have to hope that complexity kind of come in a little bit too deep, right? Like, you try and play together and bait one hero, or you try and scout out the fact that complexity is actually going to try and make an advancement using the Aegis, and then you have to try and use this Winter's Curse, Overgrowth, Black Hole. Like, they have the turnaround potential. They definitely have the spells. And Terrorblade is a ridiculous amount of damage that can capitalize on that if the control's actually there. So just play as a ball 100% right now. And I love that Gunner's here too right now. Like, out of sight. I mean, dropping webs now, but...
Lamp is in. They're using everything they can on a Terrorblade. He has a Sunder, but heroes are really far away. Is he going to use it? Yes, he can. There's the mech. Black Hole is still
Z-Freak's
ready.
waiting.
Z-Freak.
No, Z-Freak!
Is he going to steal it? Black Hole is still ready, but Panda's causing a shit ton of problems. Sammy Boy just needs to run away. Snaking, dealing a ton of damage with his birds and Medallion. That's going to be an ultra kill for Snaking. Meanwhile, Broodmother managed to get a kill on a Drow Ranger. That's it. Doesn't even have a TP, but she's really going to be hard to find.
Hey, whoa. Gunner killed the Rubik, too.
Oh,
yeah,
my bad.
Watch out there. So 2 kills. But yeah, those big turnaround spells don't actually work unless you cast them. So fight not going too well there for old Vendetta.
I think that's just an issue with the Enigma skill or item build. He's got like a mech. He doesn't have the blink to just turn. Like they really need either the Wyvern or the Enigma to turn around one of these fights. They can use the Wyvern ulti to even set up for the black hole, but they're just caught out at the start of the fights. So they just need to position a lot better, to be totally honest.
I think he's trying to do the aura build because he recognizes that black hole gets punished by the Rubik, but I think he's like too caught up in that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the thing is, one thing Nusham said to me at one point was like, Rubik isn't actually that hard of a counter to Enigma in a competitive game because you have a team to back you up.
Yeah.
Like if you know he has hole, you can just interrupt it with a silence, with you know, or with I guess with
or like
with
Gunner
with the Tree ulti.
Like Brood just ran at Rubik.
Yeah,
so
that too, exactly.
I mean, that's kind of what Brood wants to do anyway.
Like
so
you trust your team to play around this counter hero, and it's not as much of a counter. Oh boy, this guy looks dead.
Oh, Winter Wyvern. There's a haze blink. Is ready, but he's gonna finish him off with just a couple of right clicks.
They're all dead!
There's one.
Well, there's 3 birds.
Well, if you count the birds,
there's 3
I
Visage
mean,
birds.
Oh, you're right,
Still
you're right.
chasing.
My bad,
He's
LD.
going in on Enigma with the collab, but can't really stay in the
Is he
Midnight
split?
Pulse. There's a Malefice stolen. That's gonna be a godlike plus a double kill for Snaking.
He's split soon.
Yeah, he's got it now with the Aegis too still, so totally fine. I'm gonna leave it hell home. Ooh, I don't know, man. I thought this Brood pick was so good, but I feel like they haven't gotten enough out of it at all. I mean, it forced weird lanes for Cole, but then they just played totally fine with it.
I think Gunner plays a really good Brood for pubs. Like he will destroy in 1v5, but in competitive, that's not really. Like you need to play around the Brood and have a timing where the Brood knows that she's really strong, and I just don't think that he has like a ton of experience when it comes to actually closing out Brood games in competitive, because it's totally different from pubs. Like in competitive games with Brood, you'll see them like group up around Brood, which is why I really like that they group top. But it seems a little too late because now they're not as strong. Like you actually have this Radiance on Panda that can deal with the Brood. You actually have an Aghanim Scepter on Visage. Like these heroes are really strong. They can deal with the Brood. It's not as much of an issue anymore. You need to pressure that advantage. Like what Panda just splits here, or he doesn't even do anything.
He has Aegis, so it doesn't matter. Brood forced to use a BKB. She can't really fight Brewmaster, so that's gonna be 1 second less on that BKB. She's really not worth it for Vendetta.
Oh, they're going in mid. No, I can't quite cast the Rubik. Thought Zephyr could be in trouble. He's got the blink too.
And they're just gonna clear up those summons. Visage, level 19, Soul Assumption hits 2 targets spell. They're gonna catch
Oh,
Treant
Zephyr's in there.
Protector. They see him. Oh, Zephyr.
Nice.
So that's a dominating streak for Gunner, level 19. Panda is in, does not have Aegis anymore. Gunner using ulti, trying to lifesteal, but it's not gonna work for him. Winter Wyvern's in the air, caught in the Panda, has no mana, has pretty much nothing to work with. So another double kill for Snake, and they're gonna force the tier 3 towers when they needs to start buying back. Meanwhile, in the jungle, the mighty jungle Terrorblade just farms, level 13, needs to pressure those towers, but they're losing their base.
Oof. Yeah. If we don't have that blink dagger, I'm struggling to see how they get back in this one. I think the last winner's curse. I'm not sure what it hit. It hit some sort of a summon or a creep or something. Maybe an idol, or yeah, I'm not sure what he hit. I don't know what it was, but either way, that did pretty much nothing. All the birds were still up, so I don't think it was one of those, but that curse was instantly over.
So buyback coming out from Broodmother. Can they chase? BKB is up, but she does not have enough movement speed. No boots of speed, whatever, with the Drunken Haze on. Yeah, she's
They're
way,
just walking away.
way
Go,
too
Brood.
deep.
Oh,
What
no!
a
Stuck! That was the soundboard. That was
Crazy spider.
Winter Wyvern, another curse ready in 8 seconds, has no mana. Limp is just gonna
Zephyr,
destroy
hurry!
them. Gunner is in, life stealing, but the force came out. Gunner running low on HP. This is gonna be a dead off Treant Protector.
Will we even see a black hole?
Oh, the Chris.
We did not even see a
alert.
wall.
Retard alert, class.
It's the Lacoste favorite button.
I'm not the one who's pressing it there.
Oh god, don't tell them, man. I don't want to get beat up.
Well, unfortunately, this looks like another intrusion by compLexity here into the base. polished as ever.
Jeez, guys, this game really never got going anywhere except towards the Radiant Throne. Thanks, Nelson.
So when it's time to call it, it's time to call this game.
That should be a soundboard that's just Lacoste. We should have that for
It's
him.
time to call
You
it.
just press
It's
a
time
button.
to call it.
That's pretty much what it says when you pull
It's
the drawstring
D-Day,
on his
folks.
back.
And the throne is going down. Pretty much
Jeez.
one-sided game. They didn't utilize the brood. We didn't see a single black hole 25 minutes in. What do you think went wrong for Vendetta?
Trent?
I don't think they had any active heroes. Like the active hero of this game would have had to be Broodmother. That's your as they say, the tempo controller,
Agreed.
or I like to say like the playmaker. They didn't have one. So what do you do? I feel like the Treant and the Brood had to play together at some point and try and make a play happen into one of those two side lanes, either with the Terrorblade or with the Enigma, and it just never happened. So how can you win a game if you just leave 10k net worth sitting in the mid lane?
I'm so biased for this match. It feels really awkward to say. Like, I've played with these guys, so I know what sort of things they struggle with. And with Gunnar, it's his individual skills obviously incredibly high. The guy's like ranked 20 or something. But when it comes to communication, this is where he's actually learning and competitive.
Yeah.
And I feel like with Broodmother, when you're in a game like this, like Trent was saying, where you're the tempo controller, you have to communicate when you're strong and to pressure that advantage, because you're getting a last pick hero, right? Like the whole game is riding on you actually taking an advantage and pressuring it. So if you're not communicating that, then look at his advantage. Like he's massive, but it feels like they just weren't really playing around that. Like you said, he wasn't controlling the tempo.
And his one big moment, where it looked like he was going to take that tier 2 mid, which could have helped open up maybe more of the map, especially for the Treant to start moving through that whole middle area, and he just gets killed by a stolen Winter's Curse. Maybe a lack of communication happening there. There's a Rubik running around with Winter's Curse, which is very bad news for a Broodmother.
Yeah.
And then that was kind of the end of his little snowball of the mid lane.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have gone for a Roche.
Yes, Sir Davian?
Maybe they could have gone for a Roche play with the heroes they had before, sneak it in with Enigma, Treant, Broodmother, Terrorblade as well. Pretty good lineup. It's kind of a cheeky play that.
That's what?
What?
Sir? Yes?
Sir, what?
I can never tell if he's finishing a sentence. I don't understand
can't-
half of what you're saying.
I'm hoping the audio
Maybe
is picking up.
I need to take it off, huh?
No,
No, it's
Flip it
leave
up.
it on.
There you go.
Sheath it.
I need some air as well.
Oh,
it's
that's
really
much
hot
That's much
outside.
better. There you go.
That's good.
So what can we expect from Team Vendetta in game number 2?
Something that plays that has an impact easier, I think. Like something that just buys a blink and does stuff.
I think.
That's Enigma.
Well,
yeah, I think
he's harder than someone like he's a really long cooldown to play with compared to someone like Centaur or something.
it's also just I rarely ever see Lokarn playing that hero. Like I know him very well. I've played with him a lot. He's a friend for a long time, and I've never seen him touch Enigma. So it's literally they just think it's a good hero for the draft. They picked it. It doesn't it felt like the Wyvern and the Enigma didn't use their ultis at all. Like Z-Freak used their ultis more than they did. So maybe it's just pick more comfort picks.
More comfort pick.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, something more comfortable.
Like Lokarn, his Mirana is like god tier. I mean, it's amazing. They could just pick Mirana, but you have to change the draft around that. If you want an Enigma in that draft, I mean, you just can't draft like that then. You need to pick around what your players can play, especially because he's switching to offlane. He was a 5-roll. He switched to offlane, so yeah, definitely don't want to pick that hero.
All right, sounds good. Casters, if you wouldn't mind tossing us to a break, we could take a break and come back for game number 2. Please, that'd be wonderful.
We're going to go for a short break. Stay with us, and there's going to be game 2 coming up real quickly.
Nice job.